Oops, microphone was off a little bit. So, hello everybody, and welcome to the Series 6. Let's just this microphone, let the camera down just a little bit so you guys see me a little better. So, welcome to the Series 6 semifinals of Phase 2. I'm your host, Battle Upon Wolf, and today we're going to see which of the 26 teams that's playing today will qualify to the finals for tomorrow's Phase 2 Series 6 finals. So again, I said 26 because we had 7 teams from Group C and D qualified to the semifinals due to the fact that we had 13 teams playing. So we'll see a lot of teams going out today. So going all out today and trying to see who's going to qualify. So with that being said, we are looking forward to see the teams that's going to qualify to today, and we're also going to see which teams unfortunately will not be qualifying. So for Group A and B, I could tell you the teams that qualified, while for Group C and D, I can show. So for the teams that did qualify from Groups A and B for our qualifiers, just give me 1 second. It is unfortunately is loading a little bit slow. Hopefully that does fix itself later on. So the teams that did qualify to today's qualifiers for not qualifiers to no, hold on, I'm back. So for the teams that qualified to the semifinals from Group A, we have Wagga, 58 Nation, Ripsuki, True Reapers, Fallen Angels, PvP, and Shark Esports. That is 7 teams due to the fact that PvP and Shark Esports had the same score of 26 points, with both teams being at 5th and 6th. So due to the fact that they was tied with the same points, we did let the teams let both teams qualify. Then for Group B, we do have E7 Empire, FHS Esports, AXL Esports, Abyss Esports, GS Squad, and Avenex for Men. Those are your top 6 teams from Group B that qualified to today's semifinals. So then for Group C and D. So for Group C, we have that was Group B. So for Group C, we have UNK Esports, PE Sports, Fisher Tigers, Team Angelic, 18 Snaky Esports, and Diocese 2 Gaios. Those are your top 6 teams. My apologies. Your top 7 teams also being Real Flow USA. Due to the fact that, as you can see, we did expect 13 teams to play, but unfortunately 2 teams did not show up. 2 teams did not show up, so unfortunately they would not. Due to the fact that they didn't show up, of course, they will not be playing in the next tournament. But again, we have top 7 teams, so that the 7th place that's red, you can ignore that. Again, top 7 from Group 6. Group C. Oh my God, I'm all over the place today. So then for Group D, we have Secret Gang, Team Fighter, Lion Esports, V9 Esports, Real Flow, and 18 Sneaky Red, while also TDM Dominican also qualified as well. Unfortunately for SGP Juniors, NG Mafia, Air Force, and also Ghost Squad and 5 Top, and also Mexico Squad, they did not qualify to the semifinals, but a good portion of those teams will be going to September's Redemption Cup. But the thing is, for September's Redemption Cup, that will count for Phase 3, not for Phase 2. So that means that whoever is the top 4 in the finals for the Redemption Cup for September will qualify to Phase 2's Series Grand Championship. So we are in for a very much of a doozy. The teams is locked and loaded, and they are ready to get it on. So with that being said, those are your top teams that did qualify. So okay, so now we are gonna get ready. Now we are almost ready to get the matches going in a little. Not get the matches going, but we are getting ready to get the room open so the teams could start joining a little bit later on. So, Fox, how you doing? How you doing today? So, again, chat. Not again, but so chat. I want to ask you, which team do you think might get the first booyah for both for the A semifinals and the B semifinals? In my opinion, I think it's anybody's game to for who I think is going to get the first win for both groups. But the real question is, who is going to qualify? Now just the fact that we had 13 to 14 teams actually we have 14 teams in Group A and 13 teams in Group B. The top 7 teams from both groups will qualify to tomorrow's finals. So that means that we will have a total of 14 teams in the finals fighting for the top 7 spot, because the top 7 teams from the finals of Series 6 will qualify to the Series Grand Championship. So that means that if your team is not in this, if you think your team has not qualified yet, because the qualified teams has yet to be revealed. If you think your team has not qualified yet, and you're in the semifinals, and your team so happens to go to the finals tomorrow, you will need to go all out if you want to make sure that your team gets the top 7 and maybe even win it for some moolah. So with that being said, the room is almost open, and we're gonna get ready to get things going. Is to do Sneaky Red is oh. So we need to get joined on up. So the password has been sent. Make sure everybody, yes, so everybody should be getting it. Yes, everybody should got it. Also, Right, so like I say, hopefully the teams do join on in. I appreciate they are getting ready to get the teams all set and ready to go. So also Shub, also by the way, Shub, I think it's time for your team to join too. Yeah, Shub, is your team's time to join. Make sure to check your Discord, Shub. By the way, just so you know, but I'm also send on Discord as well. That's Discord. No, I'm sending on WhatsApp as well. Avatar for them is My bad, chat. Let me just make sure I get this right. Is let's see. I think he said something right. Nah, dude. Okay, so teams to be joined up a little. So Suki, the floor is here. Okay, yeah, yep, they got it. Okay, cool. So, yeah. So again, chat. The teams is getting ready as the room did open. And yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to see how the teams play today. I believe that the teams is definitely going to go hard and make sure that they're going to try to get the top 7 spot as well. Also, let them know as well. I think he's good. Oliver, what's up, man? So how you doing? It's good. It's good to have you here. So yeah, I had like I said, I had to let the hair breathe today. And time I would have had, but the thing was I was going to had all day today. So I need to let the hair breathe for a little bit. So speaking of, let me make sure I get that really very quick. Also, I could definitely so let me send it to him as well. Just gonna get ready in. PvP, so cool. So yeah, the teams is so I think the teams starting joining slowly. Let's see. Let me just make sure everybody's joining in. Okay, so you can see the teams that's in here at the moment. So you don't look at my face the whole damn time. We do have at the moment Real Flow, Ripsuki, and PvP in the room. The other teams is joining in a little bit later. So they do have plenty of time to join. They do have until 7:05 until we start the first match. Let's see. Let me make sure they joined up. Let's see, at GX Garcia, they're gonna join later on, and Clarence is on probably at probably Tribute said they're gonna join. Oh yeah, I think Vandy said they're gonna join too. So yeah, you still want to win on a couple of teams here. Cool. No problem. Just gotta be patient, chat. Okay, Futilis here, so it's only for them to come out in. So yeah, I think Trooper said they're gonna be on the way, so that's good to know. FHS here. Nice. I could remove their name. Okay, so some teams is gonna be a little late. What's good, Jamil? What's up? How you doing today, dude? What's up? Let's see. So the teams is just joining a little slowly. Soy Fox. If I know that name. I don't think I do. If I minute those. Cool. So no problem. Also, let me tell Tops in them too as well. Tops at fill at next door and details will be sent tonight. Okay, so you got Excel, a business here. Okay, cool. I'm doing good, man. Just chilling, make sure the team is coming in. Also YouTube, glad to have you guys here, and also YouTube again. Thank you for 407 subscribers, but thank you for us getting to 400 subscribers on YouTube. Really love your support, and listen. I could have not done it without you guys. Again, thank you for your love and support, and we'll love listen. We ain't gonna stop now. You ain't gonna stop here. Also, chat. Just want to hold up. Give me 1 second. So it's going good. Teams are still joining in here. Biz, Eastern Empire. So we're still missing a few more other teams. So eventually the Wagga is going to be coming in. 50 Nation is going to be joining as well. So also GS Squad did confirm that they could be on their way too. Sneaky Red is going to be on their way as well, I believe. So cool for them. Also, guys, what region? This is North America region. So make sure the teams join on in. Make sure they do get information as well. So I think so. So you got So NT Sneaky Red is here. You got L. I don't know why is L. Did I give him an avatar by mistake? I don't think it should look like that. 18 Sneaky Red to do. Let's look at the epics. I think it's a different avatar. 45. Different avatar. 45. 45. Huh. I didn't update it. I didn't update it. Wagga's thing is not updated too. So the thing is not updated as well. Let's see. I think it's also like that too, right? Oh no, the logo is updated. I just got the wrong logo for them. I put the wrong logo. So you know what? AT Snaky is not L. They're I'm getting paid next fight. So hopefully I fix it. Okay, so Wagga's gonna show, but yes, E7 is playing right now. So Wagga, GS Squad, and Sneaky Red. We're gonna make sure to match up with as well. You know, let's go to Lava for this one. So you know, okay, bet. So the teams have match download. We're just waiting for a couple other teams. Yes, E7 is playing now. I did tend to change the thing on. So, okay, follow angels should be joining in. When it shows max, I mean person. If you max, yes. When it shows max, is on. That means yes. They're on Free Fire Max. So just waiting for the team. So we're still waiting for a couple other teams to join in. 50 Nation has a long one. Okay, so Cheerios is here. Nice. So we still went on at least one or two more teams, I believe. Okay, so teams is still getting ready up. Again, let's see. Okay, so these two. So right now we're missing. So right now we're missing Fallen Angels, and yeah, just Fallen Angels. That's it. Fallen Angels is not here. So you know, we do plan them to join in, but again, still the top 7 will qualify though, just so they know. Also limited teams now. Okay, so oh yeah, Shark Esports as well. That's right. Shark Esports as well. So we're gonna have 13 teams. So it would be 14 if Fallen Angels just joins in, but if it looks good, I don't think that's gonna happen. So, I mean, I could say that now, but you know, they could change it up. So, you know, just gotta wait and see. Let's gotta wait and see. We're going to 2 posts. Okay, so 50 Nation did join. I think I forgot which team that was I left. I think it was PvP. No, PvP is right there. Unfortunately, I can see who that was I left. Okay, I gotta rewind to go back. So did he join? Hopefully they do join in later on. They do have 4 minutes till we start. So they really gotta lock in. They have to lock it in. So chat. Let's see. Okay, AXL. Okay, so AXL. So it was AXL. I thought it was E7, but I was like, hold on. I think it was AXL left, but nah, they're here. They're here. Let's active skill, which I believe. Oh yeah, that's 50 Nation. Okay, so he's waiting for one team. We start in 4 minutes. Sure to. So he's waiting for the teams to join on in. Of course, so this is where we should customize planned moments. So we got 52, I think. Yeah, so good, we good. All right. Just waiting. So I'm looking forward to see listen, I'm looking forward to see who's gonna get the first win. Like I said, it's anybody's game for today, because these teams is gonna go all out. But if I were to pick the top three, I would say it's between 58 Nation, E7 Empire, and Wagga, since those three teams did phenomenal in their group. So, like, and hopefully I'm wrong, because I want to see some new top three teams. I want to see some new top three teams for this these next three these first three matches. Oh my God, I'm fumbling, jumbling my words. So definitely want to see some new faces get some shine here, especially GS Squad. GS Squad does have potential. We did see him play back in the earlier tournaments for I believe that was phase 1, towards the end of phase 1. So to see him make a return and also have a chance to make a qualification as well, that'd be very amazing. So I don't think any team's gonna join in. I think we could start a couple minutes early, if anything. So you can start on time. Start in 2. Now, Mark. Now, why? Start in 2 minutes. It's not 1. Cause now it's on 1. It's 7:05. I mean, it's 7:04 on my end. So it's important. Sorry, it's not 1. I would check that out later. Oh, that's cool. My phone does that when it's my phone's light. My phone lights up when it does that. That's pretty cool. So let's see. Also, guys, if you haven't, please do share it live on both YouTube and TikTok, because like I said, the more people that knows about the CTS, the better. Okay, so the teams ready. Bet. While we're 50, they should leave right at the moment. So, for the teams that's in here, I believe 50 Nation is going to join right back. Ripsuki, Willflow, PvP, FHS, 50 Nation, I believe, is going to join right back. Hopefully, before I introduce the rest of the teams, Abyss, E7 Empire, Wagga, GS Squad, Snaky Red, Shark Esports, True Reapers, and AXL Esports. This is your first match of the semifinals for Group A for Series 6 of Phase 2. Again, the top 7 teams will qualify to tomorrow's Series 6 finals, to where the top 7 of the finals will qualify to the Series Grand Championship in September, which will be next month, just so you know. So, also, hopefully, we plan on getting some new winners for this tournament. But Team Angelic might be trying to go for a back-to-back win. But Team Angelic does not play until later on today for Group B of the semifinals. So we're going to see who is going to qualify to tomorrow's finals. So for the teams in here playing their first match, again we have Ripsuki, Willflow, PvP, FHS, 58 Nation, Abyss Esports, E7 Empire, Wagga, GS Squad, AT Snaky Red, Shark Esports, True Reapers, and AXL Esports. We're going to see who is going to get the first booyah for today. Like I said, guys, it's anybody's game since these teams have fought very hard to get to the semifinals. But it's going to be very harder due to the fact that we have 13 teams now instead of the usual 12. So you're going to see who's going to strike first blood for this first match. Again, chat, if you guys haven't, please do share the live and also follow/subscribe as well. Your support does go a very long way. So a lot of teams towards that western and northern side. Surprisingly, we haven't seen any teams get a knock as of yet. But we're gonna see who is going to strike first blood. Right now, it might be either GS Squad or True Reapers, but True Reapers might have a better advantage above them. But Draps for AXL does see Kato does expose him with the Scholar, but Kato does get to natural cover. Valzino does drop down. Not drop down. Draps does drop down. He gets knocked, and Valzino is gonna strike first blood. Actually, no, it was I believe that was actually 58 Nation though. Actually, no, my apologies. PvP does strike first blood. Then it was 58 Nation. So if PvP is kicking off with the first kill in the game, but everybody else that's alive is going hard and trying to make sure that they get some knocks here. And speaking of knocks, Chris does get a knock out to one of the players for 50 Nation, but 50 Nation does retaliate. Chris could try to see if he can probably get a res here, but no, he cannot. And now 18 Sneaky Red is down to only one player left. Yes, Kevin, this is the first game. And speaking of 18 Sneaky, they are the first team to be fully wiped out in this match, with 58 Nation getting 4 kills and is now your current kill leaders at the moment. So we got 50 Nation kicking it off very strong here. PvP does see one of the players for AXL being Delixie, but Delixie does reposition to a better spot at Museum, so he will be able to stay alive a little bit longer here. So everybody else is trying to make sure that trying to see if they are able to get some more kills here, as almost everybody does have at least a kill or two, except a few other squads here. Ipsuki down one player, and they do have FHS nearby, as FHS does push the shots onto them, but Ipsuki is holding their angle. PvP trying to see if they could probably fully eliminate AXL, but PvP does lose one of their players. I believe they have another player that's knocked down. Yes, they do. So PvP might be put in a one-player situation now. No, 2 plays is still no. One, yeah, 2 plays is still alive. Actually, no, I actually scratched that 1 plays alive. So PvP is now put in a one-player situation. Hopefully they are able to try to get this going on for the team here. Hopefully they are able to get the team back into the match. But AXL is not done yet. They do have GS Squad in the area trying to see if they could probably put pressure onto them. Shark Esports over by Plaza Riot trying to see if they are able to try to get some a kill here too. GS Squad does have one of the players for AXL being Draps knocked down, fully eliminated, and NEL trying to see if he could look for angle with the support of Zach. But Sebes does throw the flash trees. He can go for the push here. The ball does get broken down. Sebes does go for the push, but he doesn't get knocked down. But Mateo is gonna beat it to get 2 kills on AXL and keep his team alive. Now True Reapers pushing PvP. Valzeno trying to see if he can probably survive in his gunfight here, but no, he does get knocked down and he's going to get fully eliminated, putting PvP back in a one-player situation. So True Reapers does get 4 kills here and is doing phenomenal at the moment. So 12 teams left alive, and again, this is only the first game. So everybody that is alive right now has a kill or more. But right now, 50 Nation does have 6 kills in basic kill leader, but they do have Wagger right behind them with 5. And speaking of 50 Nation and Wagger, they actually do decide to go for a gunfight here against each other. But Wagger is a little more spread apart. 50 Nation is trying to see if they can stabilize themselves. Vandy does land near Kuss. Is trying to put pressure onto both Kuss and Happy, but Kuss and Happy do play their life, and they do play their angle. Angles pretty well here. But Kakavo trying to see if he can probably push Happy here, but Kuss does shoot in the back. But Kuss does get pushed by another player for Wagger. Does get a push, and then does get a knock. Happy does get knocked down. But Happy does get knocked down. Same for Kuss, with Kuss and Happy being fully eliminated by Vandy for Wagger. And now for Nation will lose 2 players, and same for Wagger, with both teams put in a 2-player situation. But both teams will need to try to get a team back into the lobby, which they do for 58 Nation. Cannot say the same for Wagger at the moment. But I do believe that they will get the team back into the game. They just got, but I think they just have to wait a little bit longer. Actually, as soon as I say that, Wagger does get the players back into the match. So Real Flow with 4 kills right now is doing pretty good. Making sure that they try to get into the top 7 spot to qualify to tomorrow's finals. Real Flow has been a very well performing team in the CTS, as they are still kind of relatively new, but they are still trying to but they still have yet to get their first CTS tournament win. Mitsuki having 2 players knocked down due to Abyss. D does get knocked onto Aizen. D does try with a gunfight against Quista, but Quista lands better shots with the M590, with him getting knocked down and fully eliminated, leaving Akka as the last player left alive. So he needs to try to get some coins back for his team and try to get the team back into the lobby to help his team stay alive here, and hopefully does not get fully eliminated. Drops missing a very important Skylar onto Clarence, but Clarence still does take damage. And Eastern Empire is your next team to be fully eliminated by the hands of 58 Nation. 58 Nation eliminated one of the powerhouse teams in the CTS. So Eastern Empire, we need to make sure that they try to get the ball rolling in the next match. Japs does get knocked down. He does get fully eliminated. NL, he gets knocked down. And he gets fully eliminated, leaving Zakini as the last player left alive. But Garcia with a nice headshot with, I believe that was MA2B. He got a headshot with onto Zach, and AXL is your next team to be fully eliminated in match 1. So nice shot by Garcia. And by the way, Garcia is a Free Fire USC player as well, as his team did qualify to the FF USC back in, I believe that was the summer. So no surprise here to see him land those shots. Aizen does get knocked down by the hands of Vandy, with Vandy laying a nice shot onto Aizen and get another knock onto Mando. But Mando getting knocked down, and he'll be fully bled out as Phantom tries to get the res, but the Scholar from Vandy and the shot by him does prevent that. But Phantom does retaliate here, try to see if he can probably keep the pressure onto Vandy to give his team some time to get the buyback. But fortunately for him, he does get knocked down. He does get fully eliminated as well, leaving Quista as the last player left alive for his team. But he'll be able to get back Mando to keep his team alive. So right now, the teams that's alive being 58 Nation with 13 kills in this match, going all out. Happy does get knocked down. Unfortunately for him, he is going to be fully eliminated. PvP does get pressure here by 50 Nation. With 50 Nation keeping that pressure onto them. Kato getting knocked down by Kuss. With Suki getting fully eliminated by the hands of Real Flow. So Real Flow eliminating one of the teams that they unfortunately lost to back in June's Redemption Cup. So I guess that's a little payback too. That's a little payback for Real Flow. So good job by them. Bad job by Whipsuki. They would need to step it up in match 2. So the teams that's alive is trying to get things ready, and actually Real Flow with 10 kills right now. Okay, going all out, making sure that they get to the top 7 spot. But they still need to get out of the zone, and he do have GS Squad holding them out. Elias does get knocked down. Hopefully he is able to get helped up though, which hopefully he is. Shaco is weak. He needs to heal up here. GS Squad is going to gatekeep. is going to gatekeep Will Flow. Matias does get exposed by Garcia's Scholar. He is weak, and Garcia just needs to land one good shot onto Matias again. Knock here, which he does, and actually Matias was the last player left alive with GS Squad fully eliminating Will Flow, shutting them down. Now GS Squad has broken double digits on kills and is looking very good here as well. Wagger, being Vanny, does see the landmine. He probably has an idea that Shark exposes here. Kenny does get exposed. He does get shot at by Vandy, but he was just able to crouch walk into natural cover. But he would now need to heal up, and he most likely would need to expect Wagger to go for a push here. Or maybe not though. Maybe not. But at the moment, teams are still rotating in. Abyss going up against 50 Nation, being two teams that are very familiar with each other. But Aizen and Quista are very weak, and they're still the last two players left alive. Quista will get knocked down, but Aizen is going to be there for the help up. Aizen is going to try to push up onto Claren as he is going to try to gatekeep here. Quista go for the push. He gets knocked down. Claren just needs to land some better shots here, which he will, and he would get the full elimination onto Abyss, but Kuss does shoot in the back and does get a knock and full elimination onto Claren. And FHS is right after fully eliminated Abyss. It's the next team to be fully eliminated, and Wagger fully eliminates Shark Esports. So now I did want to open up the zone, as the zone does go towards the southern eastern side, as the teams that's on the far southern side, being GS Squad and PvP, would need to try to fight for this next upcoming zone, which will be more towards the middle, but it's still on that eastern southern side. So it seems like Wagger is looking very pretty and could gatekeep as well. So the last 5 teams left alive, we have 58 Nation, PvP, True Reapers, GS Squad, Wagger, and that's it. So Wagger and 58 Nation is currently both tied up with 18 kills. It is 2 kills away from hitting the 20 kill marker. So 58 Nation does get close to the zone, but Wagger does hold a sweet spot. PvP and True Reapers will need to try to get inside the zone safely here if they are able to do so. True Reapers is going to go for that wide rotation and try to take that and try to get to the slower side of the zone if they want to try to get into the zone here. They want to make sure that they secure a good spot. GS Squad is surviving here, but they do have PvP putting pressure onto them. Garcia tries to fight Araya and Kato, but Kato does get knocked down. Actually, Kato is alive. My apologies. Now PvP is still keeping out engagement with GS Squad, but Araya does get knocked down and fully eliminated. Kato and Zeno, from the looks of it, are the last 2 players left alive here. Sabaz does put pressure onto Kato. Kato is very weak. Mateo is going to go and try to keep the pressure onto them. But he does not get knocked down as yet. But the next team to be fully knocked down is Wagger by the hands of True Reapers. And get this, True Reapers was being gatekept by Wagger momentarily, but True Reapers does land the bet, does fully evict Wagger out of that building. Now 58 Nation, True Reapers, GS Squad, and PvP are the last 2 teams the last 4 teams left alive here. 58 Nation needs to be careful, as the Olajavi and Mark are the last 2 players left alive. Bree, thank you for the follow. GS Squad finds the last player, being Zeno, for PvP, and they do get a full elimination, and True Reapers does get a full elimination onto 58 Nation, shutting them down. So now down to our last 2 teams, GS Squad and GS Squad and True Reapers. True Reapers trying to see if they could get the first match win of the day. Madeo and Sabaz would definitely would appreciate the win here, but they have the full team of True Reapers putting up pressure onto Mateo and Sabaz, trying to see if they can hold it down as a 2-man and try to win a gunfight here. But RTX does get knocked down. He does get fully eliminated, making it a 2 on 3. And now True Reapers is gonna get this. Is gonna try to go for the zone placement as the zone does push away from both teams, but GS Squad does have a chance here. Mateo is weak. If he goes down, that will put him and Sabas in a worse spot. Dawson trying to wait for the angle here, trying to wait for the Blue Walls to be thrown down, which they will. Dawson does land a shot onto Sabaz. Sabaz tries to keep the pressure onto him. He tries to get a knock, but no, he cannot. Mateo, the last standing player for GS Squad, does go down, and True Reapers does get the first booyah for the Group A semifinals. Kicking it off very strong here, getting the first win, and I believe they did get more than 10 kills. I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 11 kills. So good job by True Reapers, and also good job by GS Squad and 58 Nation. So GS Squad does get 20 kills, and 50 Nation does get 23, with GS Squad coming in second place and 50 Nation coming in third. So good job by these top 3 teams. So, a very good start to today's semi-finals. So, I'm just going to set the scores in. So, okay, so for 4th place, we do have PvP getting only 3 kills. Yeah, they would definitely need to work on that as the semifinals progresses. So then we have Wagga, which I believe is 18 kills. Actually, no, hold up. That's 8, 6. So 8 plus 6, that would give you 14. So 14 plus 7 will give you 21. So 21 kills for Wagga. Good job on their behalf. Then Shark Esports does get 6th place, but only 1 kill. Again, they would need to work on getting those kills. They work on getting more kills as the semifinals progresses. Then FHS does come in 7th place with 7 kills. Abyss coming in 8th place with 5 kills. Rofla coming in 9th place with 10 kills. Then with Suki coming in 10th place with only 5 kills. Excel coming in 11th place with 3 kills. E7 Empire surprisingly coming in 12th place with only 2 kills. And then we have in the last place spot being Snaky Red coming in last place, but only 1 kill to their name. So they will need to definitely work on that as the match, as again, the semifinals progresses. So good job by the top 3 teams, and these teams is definitely going to go hard as again the match the match progresses. So we're gonna see how it goes. So let's purify this. So we are off to a very strong start for today's semifinals. Looking forward to see how the teams how the rest of the teams do as it progresses. But right now, surprisingly, E7 Empire is at the bottom. Again, chat, the top 7 teams for the top 7 teams for both Group A and Group B semifinals will qualify to the finals for tomorrow. Which will make it 17. Imagine 17 teams. It will make it 14 teams that qualify to the semifinals. Not qualified to the finals. Oh my god, I am all over the place. I do apologize. So 14 teams qualified to tomorrow's finals, and it will also be champion rush format. So that means that which means that the team that has 90 points and gets a booyah in the remaining matches after hitting the 90-point marker will win tomorrow's finals. But I think it's not gonna be easy for any of the teams, and we might go to a match 8 tomorrow for the finals. But we have yet to see. So let's see. The team, we're gonna start in less than 1 minute. We're gonna start in less than 1 minute, and we're gonna see which team is gonna qualify from Group A. So let me turn the team ready. So with that being said, we're gonna start the next match, being match 2 for the semifinals of Group A. Now, chat, whoever wins this match will be we're looking very pretty. E7 Empire could use the win, and also the other teams that's in the bottom 7. Shark Esports has shown potential to win, but unfortunately they've just been falling short. So hopefully for today they get a first win. They need a win though for sure, and if they want to qualify to the semifinals, or if not qualify, at least have a higher chance of qualifying, because a win would definitely mean a lot to them. So now the teams are just getting ready to see who is going to get the next, who's going to get this match booyah. So with that being said, this is the second match for the Group A semi-finals. And right now the teams is looking like they want to try to do the best here, but we'll just have to see. Right now, GS Squad, True Reapers, and 50 Nation, and even Wagga is looking very pretty in the top 7 spots. But let's see who is going to get, again, this match win. Hopefully it's a team that has not got a match win, or a team that has not got a match win yet for today. RTX does get knocked down. He does get fully eliminated by Mark. With Mark, I'm just noticing, making a return to the CTS after a long hiatus since series 3 of phase 2. So Mark coming back, playing with 50 Nation this time. Hopefully he is able to give us, hopefully he is able to support T20 for the series grand championship. But today he's gonna rock out with 50 Nation. So good job to see Mark making a return. 18 Snaky Red will need to turn it up today if they want to make sure that they qualify to the semifinals tomorrow. As again, they were the first team to be fully eliminated, but for the first team to be fully eliminated is GS Squad, as GS Squad did have a lovely match 1, coming in 2nd place, but they are the first team to be fully wiped out in this match. So they would definitely need to turn it up. No, turn it up in match 3. They want to make sure that they stay in top 7. So Websuki is having a hard time here against FHS, as Akka does get knocked down, but Websuki does have 4 kills against FHS. E7 not in a better spot, as they're down to only 1 player left alive, being 9. We usually don't see E7 in these type of situations. We usually see E7 dominating in these matches, but today they are just struggling here. So True Reapers and Wagga is trading shots here with Clutch taking some damage from Vandy, but he does trade damage for Vandy as well. Both of them have to heal up and see who is going to land the better shots here. FHS with currently 6 kills in this match right now is doing pretty good here. So let's see if they're able to keep that going for 50 Nation. They do have Wagga and True Reapers, and also Snaky Red. If you do look in the upper left corner, you do have Snaky Red in the far distance. But 50 Nation just wants to make sure that they keep themselves stabilized. And also they have Abyss in the area too. Abyss needs to make something happen here as well. If they do get a nice amount of kills and also another top 7 game here, they can be looking a little bit pretty as well. But they would need again to step it up to make sure that their team is looking good here. 58 Nation with 6 kills in this match, trying to see if they are able to get happy back in the match. PvP losing losing 3 of the players to Real Flow. Now having 3 kills in this match, putting PvP in a 1-play situation. Now PvP will need to get a team back into the match, and they want to look a little more they want to look not look but be more stabilized in this match. FHS has both Ds for Wipsuki knocked down, but the 4th D does get fully eliminated. Now it will be the 2nd D and Edwin being fully eliminated. Aka, the last player left alive, putting pressure onto Alva, but Alva lands the better shots, and Wipsuki is your next team to be fully wiped out. So Wipsuki will also need to kick it up a notch in the next match, which will be match 3, if they want to make sure that they get get into top 7. And Wagga having a nice high kill game last match is your next team after Wipsuki to get fully eliminated. So the powerhouse teams today is struggling, especially after having a very good match 1. She's now having a bad match 2. Alva does get knocked down by the hands of E7. Kus and Mark does take some damage here. Mark has to disengage, and Kus is kind of by himself at the moment, with Mark having to leave him by himself to make the chances of his team being fully eliminated less. But Phantom does get spotted by Mark, with Phantom having to place a glue wall, and Mark does get knocked down, living happy Alva and Kus as the last 2 players live alive. AT Snaky Red to be exact does have Chris, Pacheco, and Snader fully eliminated, leaving Equinox as the last play left alive, but that will only be momentarily as Chris does get bought back by him. Apple Cinnamon Burger. There you go. So now AT Snaky does have 2 plays left alive, but they would need to get other players back into the match if they want to look a little more stabilized. PvP still in a 1-player situation, not having any easier time, as they are struggling as well here. Sharks being Isaac, if they do find PvP being a Raya and fully eliminate them, then Shark Esports will get the next team elimination in this match. But right now, PvP is able to stay alive at the moment, but they would need to. But again, they would need to get players back into the match if they want to look a little more stabilized. So right now, 58 Nation and FHS is tied with the most kills, with both teams having 9 kills in total. Not in total, but both teams have 9 kills at the moment. So let's see if those teams are able to get some more kills as the match progresses. So now Real Flow with 6 kills in this match is doing pretty good here. Is now trying to see if they're able to get more ready, and also get more ready and get more stabilized for the late game. Real Flow's late game I guess late game survivability is not all that as in the recent tournaments, but in this tournament and also the last week of the Redemption Cup qualifiers, they have shown a lot of progression and a lot of I guess improvement. Yes, that makes sense. They have shown a lot of improvement in as of in like the qualifiers for the Redemption Cup, and also showing a lot of improvement today. So let's see if they're able to keep that going. True Reapers does lose one of the players to AXL, as AXL I believe does have 4 kills. I was gonna say they're gonna have 1, but now they have 4 kills. It's doing pretty good. They would just need to keep the team more stabilized and locked in. So right now the teams is doing pretty good here. So Mando for Abyss does get spotted by the hands of Killer. Killer trying to see if he can find Mando, which he does get an attack onto him, and does put him in a little worse spot. But a team that's going to be in the worst spot is 58 Nation, with them having a lovely match 3, with them coming in third place with 23 kills. Is your next team to be fully eliminated with, I believe, 9 kills. Now it will still keep them in the 7th place, the top 7 spot. But if they want to make sure that they stay in 7th place, they will need to lock in for the next and final match for their group. So right now the teams that's left alive are trying to make sure that they are able to try to secure this next win. Kato does have pressure put on him by Shaco, but Shaco does get knocked. Makias is going to be there for the help up, which means that Will Flood would need to now reposition and get ready for another gunfight here against PvP, and also Sharks, as Sharks does lose one of the players to Will Flood. Now Shark Esports will need to try to get the team you try to get the team in here, try to get the team back into the match, being Isaac and Ikex, as Kenny and Maxer are the last 2 survivor players left alive for Sharks. Sharks definitely is a team that is an underdog team, but as of recently they have not been performing too well. So FHS with 11 kills in this match right now is doing so far so good. Trying to see if they are able to get some more kills as the match progresses. So everybody that's alive is doing good on survivability, but they would need to start taking some more gunfights here. Now 2 purple teams, being Real Flow and PvP, is now engaged in the gunfight. Raya is down, Kato is weak. He trying to see if he could probably stay alive here, which he most likely will, because I think he is getting distance. So he would not have pressure be put on him. But Makias and the rest of Real Flow will need to keep the pressure onto Zeno, which they do, as Zeno does get knocked down, fully eliminated. And Real Flow does strike 11 kills in this match in PvP, which I believe will be put in a 1-player situation. Clutch does get caught on open here, trying to see if he is able to get inside this watchtower if he can, but due to the fact that the glue walls is blocking the stairs, he will be fully knocked down. He will be knocked down and most likely will be fully eliminated. And Delixi with a nice headshot onto Maxer in the vehicle does get a knockdown and full elimination, with Kenny trying to get the buyback. Actually, no, he does get a buyback onto Isaac, but he does get knocked down and fully eliminated. So now, AXL with 9 kills in this match. Oh, excuse me. So now the teams that's left alive is doing very good here. But we can't see who is going to keep that pressure going for the teams that has to rotate in. Now E7 going up against AXL, with AXL knocking down and fully eliminating 2 of the plays, being Parabico and Kappa. But E7 does currently have 12 kills in this match. Shark Esports does get fully eliminated by the hands of FHS, with them going out in, I believe that is in 9th place. So now this next zone about to pop up. We're gonna see who is gonna get who's gonna be a little more healthy for the next zone, and actually that would be Will Flow and FHS. But 18 Snaky is looking a little bit more better. But speaking of Will Flow, he do have pressure by Abyss, getting 3 knocks and eliminations onto them, with Elias being the last player left alive, be out in the open, trying to see if he could maybe get to natural cover, but I don't think that natural cover will be granted to him. And for the next team to be fully eliminated, being True Reapers, not be able to get inside the zone quick enough, with them being knocked down and fully eliminated due to zone. XL still keeping that pressure onto E7. with Killer and 9 on the last two standard players. But AXL does get fully eliminated by E7 with Killer getting a nice shot with the AWM being to be exact a no scope on onto them, putting the team in a much safer spot, but you still need to rotate in. PvP making their rotation. Kato does get knocked down. 9, he gets knocked down. Raya, he gets knocked down. And now PvP is down to 2 surviving players left alive. FHS is in the zone here. Same for AT Snaky. With AT Snaky, now need to start putting pressure onto the teams that rotate in, which they do, being PvP. And speaking of PvP, as we just mentioned the name, Kappa for E7 does find the last PvP player, and PvP is fully eliminated in this match. Now Abyss is gonna start putting pressure on to FHS with one of the players for FHS knocked down, but they do get helped up. Now FHS is trying to retaliate here, trying to get the pressure onto not trying to put the pressure back onto Abyss, with Abyss having Krista knocked down. So now Krista is gonna get knocked down. Mando and Phantom will be the last 2 players left alive here. FHS will need to try to still rotate to the next zone. Phantom does get a nice knock, a nice tag onto one of the players, being I believe that was Clarion, but what you can see, as now we're down to the last 3 teams as E7 and Willflow get fully eliminated. Phantom does get nice shots onto one of the players for FHS, but FHS is now having the pressure put back onto them, as we're now down to our last 3 teams. Abyss, AT Snaky, and FHS. Mando, the last player left alive for Abyss, trying to see if we could do anything here as a solo. He does have a chance to get a knock or 2 here, as it is a 2-on-1. He tries to play the zone here, but it's gonna do too much damage with him getting knocked down and fully eliminated. So that means that we're down to our last 2 teams, FHS and 18 Snaky Red. A 3-on-4. AT Snaky does look more healthy, and they do have the zone coverage as well. As now FHS is trying to get inside the zone as well. They are retaliating against AT Snaky. AT Snaky does have the numbers. They do have a chance to secure the win here. Chris is gonna throw a glue on to no, that's a flash freeze. Equinox does get knocked down. Clarion does get knocked down. Chris is now gonna go for the push here, try to get the pressure onto FHS, but FHS is holding their spot down. Make sure the team is stay healthy. Clarion does bring down the glue off. Pacheco does get knocked down. PVS, he's knocked down. Clarion trying to see if he stay alive here. Clarion does get knocked here. If you get a knock on Chris, which is able to. Chris 1 HP. He just needs to land 1 shot to Chris and save for Chris as well. Chris is gonna try to see if he could probably stay alive here. He's very weak. Try to land one shot though. He does get a knock, but he cannot clutch it up with FHS. Winning the 3-on-4 against 18 Snaky Red, getting the second booyah for today's semifinals. A nice clutch by FHS, and also a nice good game by 18 Snaky. Definitely boosting them up the leaderboards, and also redeeming themselves after a poor match 1 performance, but very good by both teams. We definitely want to see them do more in the next match, which will also be the last match for today as well. No, not for today. Will be the last match for Group A. That's by the way in this okay, so So FHS with 19 kills. And then we have 18 Sneaky Red with 7 kills in second place. And then Abyss in third place with 10 kills. Very good job by Abyss. That top 3 will definitely boost him up into the top 7 spot. Alright, chat, let me just send scores into my scorekeeper. Oh, so is he keep track of the scores too as well? Yeah, he is. Cool. So then for 4th place we have E7 Empire getting 9 plus 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3, 17 kills for their team. So good job by E7. Definitely a big come up for match 1. Then Real Flood coming in 5th place with 12 kills. PvP coming in 6th place with only 3 kills. They do pretty decent on placement, but they need to do more on with kills. Then AXL getting 7th place with 12 kills. True Reapers coming in 8th place this time after getting a match 1 win. Only coming in 8th place with only 4 kills. Then Shark Esports coming in 9th place but no kills. Then 58 Nation coming in 10th place with only 9 kills. Wagga coming in 11th place with only 2 kills. And then we have Ripsuki coming in 12th place with 5 kills. And GS Squad coming in last place after having a match 1 second place game with only 1 kill this time. So they would need to step it up in match 3. They want to make sure that they qualify to the semifinals. Make sure that they want to qualify to the finals for tomorrow. Kevin, this is Group A, but we're about to go into the last match. So let me just tell Group A to get ready. So let me tell Group B to get ready. Let me give a second challenge just before I come to you guys. Ow. So good job by FHS to secure that secure the previous booyah for their team. So again, that will definitely help them out with going up the ranking for top 7. So let's see who is going to get the last and final booyah for Group A, and then we'll go into Group B right after. After which group is playing Group B. After this 3rd match for Group A, then Group B will play. So that's who's gonna play next. So I'm definitely looking forward to see how Group B does. So good job by them. But how you doing? I'm doing good, guys. I'm doing good. Yourself? My bad. I just saw your message very late, so my apologies. So now we're gonna go into the 3rd and final match for today. Sharks. It's just Sharks. So we have for Shark Esports to change the active skills, and then we will start the next match. Okay. So last and final match. So we're gonna go into the last and final match for Group A. again, whoever is top 7 will qualify to the finals for tomorrow. So definitely gonna see who is gonna make it, who's gonna qualify to the finals. Let's see. Anyway, my bad. I had to look away. So we're now gonna go into the last and final match for Group A. So this is the last match for 58 Nation, Ripsuki, PvP, 18 Sneaky Red, Wagga, Abyss, AXL Esports, GS Squad, True Reapers, FHS Esports, Shark Esports, Real Flow, and E7 Empire. Make sure teams are here. So we're gonna see who's gonna strike first blood and which team is unfortunately going to be our first team to be fully eliminated. But at this rate, it might be PvP, as 58 Nation does get the first knock and first kill for this match. Now PvP cannot afford to get fully eliminated here. Zeno, hopefully he's not the last player left alive. Alpha is going to push here. Zeno is weak and he does get knocked down. So but the good thing is he is not the last player left alive for his team. So his team will be able to stay alive. So good job by 58 Nation getting first blood and getting 3 kills off the bat. 18 Sneaky Red, your match 2 second place team is going up against E7 Empire. GS Squad trading some shots with Real Flow, getting the kill off of them. AXL having a rough time against True Reapers with Anel and Dawson trading shots, with Dawson landed by the shots on Anel and NLO. My apologies, I keep saying Anel. And NLO will be knocked down and fully eliminated. Now Sharks now having 3 kills in this match right now early on. So let's see if they're able to keep that momentum going. Shark Esports, we need a tremendous match 3 if they want to make sure that they qualify to tomorrow's finals. Listen, they have a chance. They do have a chance. They would just need to step it up. But right now, they are struggling as Ikex and Ray both get knocked down, fully eliminated, leaving Isaac and Max are the last 2 players left alive. Vandy trying to look for angle onto Maxa. What Isaac should do is just disengage, as now Maxa does get knocked down. He does get fully eliminated. Now Isaac what he should do is just fall back over towards the hangar side and try to get towards the hangar and clock tower side to try to get his team back into this match. Now FHS going up against True Reapers now, as True Reapers trying to for looks of it, it's trying to put them in the pitch as Clutcher does get the knock onto Walker. Now GS Squad diverting the attention towards PvP, as PvP does join the gunfight against them, but PvP does lose one of their players to them. So guys, see it, and the rest of GS Squad is gonna try to see if they are able to get a knock or kill here. Sabaz does push Zeno here. Can Zeno win the gunfight? No, almost does get the knock, but unfortunately Sabaz lands the better shot, and he does get a knock and kill for his team. So now PvP will be put in a bad spot right now, which I believe is 1 play left alive. Unfortunately, we can't tell at the moment, but I believe so. Yes, 1 play left alive for PvP. So now 58 Nation is trying to put pressure onto True Reapers now. Mind you, True Reapers did fully eliminate 58 Nation in that late game zone back in match 1. So now, so 58 Nation is trying to see if they're able to put some pressure back onto them and get a little bit of revenge as well. As Clutch does get knocked down by the hands of Maxer for Shark Esports, stealing the kill away from 58 Nation. And now 58 Nation will need to put the pressure onto them. So now we see if 58 Nation could keep the pressure. Can I put the pressure right back onto Shark Esports now? which they do as 2 Shark Esports members does get knocked down and fully eliminated. Actually, one play does get knocked down. So now Strength 4. Forward flow does try getting knocked, but both him and Rogers does get knocked right back down, leaving Macias as the last player left alive for their team. Excuse me. So Real Flow will need to try and get the team back into the match. Real Flow is doing pretty decent today. I think for sure they're in top 7. They will just need to make sure they have a good match 3 if they want to make sure that they stay in top 7. Now into FHS, down to only 1 player left alive for their team, being Walker. So Walker will need to try to get his team back into the match here. 58 Nation having a player knocked down surprisingly by Shark Esports. 18 Snicky having E7 Empire put pressure onto them with Pacheco and Snyder knocked down, fully wiped out, leaving Equinox and Chris as the last 2 players left alive. Chris needs to be careful. He needs to be very wary of E7 Empire as he does take some damage, and unfortunately for him, he does get knocked down, leaving Equinox as the last player left alive. PvP is able to get the team back into the match here, but they have no momentum at the moment here. Hopefully hopefully they are able to keep. Hopefully they're able to get that going. Now Ripsuki going up against Abyss with Ripsuki. With Ripsuki only having 1 kill right now, they could definitely use a nice amount of kills here in this match. And again, if you want to get to top 7. So right now, so right now they want to make sure that they are able to keep, try to keep the pressure onto Abyss, but Abyss is just gonna hold his spot, waiting for Ripsuki to make a mistake. Kus does get a knocking kill on one of the E7 members, but he does get hit by a car. Now both him and Macro being knocked down, fully eliminated. Alvo trying to put the pressure on the Kappa, but unfortunately cannot get a knock. But I actually stand incorrect, as he does get a knock, and he will help for the nation get 2 quick kills. Kus does get knocked right back down. Alva have it to disengage as a boat maker, and True Reapers is now in play. Monk does get knocked down by Dawson. Alva is now the last player left alive. Alva trying to see if he could probably stay alive here for 50 Nation, but hopefully he is able to. And I stand incorrect, as 50 Nation does get fully eliminated by the hands of True Reapers, and they will be the first team to be fully wiped out. Now, Ripsuki having a rough time here with D and other players for Ripsuki getting knocked down, fully eliminated, and now D, the second D, is only, I believe, is the last player left alive for his team. Yes, he is trying to see if he could part with his gunfight here against Ripsuki, against Abyss, but for looks of it, he gonna try to disengage, does take damage, down to no glue walls, and Phantom fully eliminates Ripsuki, with Ripsuki being the next team after 50 Nation to be fully eliminated. And our way, you just ate your words there, as Ripsuki was the next team to be fully eliminated. So you kind of cursed them right there. Can't say it was me, it was you. So 2 teams fully eliminated in this match, with 11 teams left alive. E7 Empire will now have 15 kills, now make that 16, as Pelbico does get a kill onto Anil. Anilel. Jesus, that's like a tongue. Like for me, that's like a tongue. Oh my God, that's like a tongue twister to say. So now True Reapers and E7 Empire is nearby. E7 trying to see if they are able to try to see if they put some pressure onto True Reapers here, as True Reapers does not expect E7 to be right behind them. 9 and Pelbico trying to see it could get a knock or 2 here, which would be very beneficial for them. Killer is gonna initiate gunfight against against True Reapers, But for looks of it, they did not get any knocks at the moment. But for a team that does have play knocked and fully eliminated is Shark Esports, as Ikexer does get knocked down and fully eliminated, leaving Isaac and Max as the last two players left alive. But good thing is, Max is able to get some coins here, but he needs to hurry up and get to the vending machine before True Reapers stops him. As we did see True Reapers right in front of him. Now Max does get a buyback, but for a buyback that would need to be put in play is Abyss, as Heat does get a knockdown and full elimination onto Mando. So Mando will be knocked down, fully eliminated, and now PvP finally getting their first kill in this match. E7 does have a player knocked down and fully eliminated, as now True Reapers. And now True Reapers is trying to put the pressure onto them. Killer is kind of weak here. E7 needs to try to put the pressure right back onto True Reapers, but True Reapers is keeping that pressure onto them. Parabico and Killer taking a lot of damage here. True Reapers making sure that they put the pressure and keep E7 back against the wall. But Clutch cannot clutch up that gunfight and does lose to Parabico. Killer does get knocked down. Parabico's knocked down. 9 is the last player left alive for E7. And for next team to be fully wiped out is GS Squad, being the next team to be fully eliminated in this match. Following them is Shark Esports, which I believe Shark Esports did not get enough points here to get to top 7, but they did have a good try for these 3 matches. Now 9, the last player left alive, trying to see if he's able to clutch it up here. He does not have enough coins to get a buyback for his team, so he would need to play his life carefully. So now Real Flow looking pretty good in this in this cold zone here. As he all on the edge, and he can actually put pressure onto True Reapers and 9, but mostly True Reapers, as he really need to get inside this next zone. XL, they're making a late rotation. PvP and Waga is making a late rotation as well here, as those two teams is gonna fight outside. Excuse me, is going to fight outside of this zone here. So now True Reapers trying to see them alive, which they do. And now True Reapers with 14 kills in this match, do very good today. Trying to see if they're able to keep that momentum going. They do spot XL on a late rotation as Zach does get knocked down and fully eliminated. Draps trying to see if he is able to get inside the zone, but due to the fact that True Reapers is on the edge, I don't think that's going to happen. He's going to take some zone damage, so you need to hope to try to stay alive and get inside the zone. But Abyss is your next team to be fully wiped out by the hands of FHS. PvP does follow suit with 18 Snicky, knocking them down and fully wiping them out. And speaking of 18, they do have one of their teammates knocked down and fully eliminated. Wagger able to stay alive here. Unfortunately, they do have one of the players fully eliminated. But for looks of it, Vandy is going to go. Excuse me. Is going to was trying to go outside the zone to get the buyback, but Aquanox is going to be there for the stop, but he does get knocked down and fully eliminated by Supreme for FHS. So now down to our last 6 teams here, trying to fight for a piece of the zone. Now, Foden does get knocked down by Magias. Not Foden. Vandy does get knocked down by Magias, as Magias does land a nice, lovely shot onto Vandy and securing the 5th kill for Real Flow. So XL is able to survive to top 6 right now, but they will need to try to get together to try to set themselves up for a better matchup. Gagavo 4. Wagger is the last player left alive. 9, still the last player left alive for his team. But the thing is, his team does have 17 kills in this match. He's playing as a solo, so he's gonna try to see if he can maybe clutch it up here. There is a chance, but it's a very slight chance. Shrang does find Kagavo, and he does get the full elimination onto Wagger. So Wagger will be next team to be fully wiped out. Shrang does get knocked down by Walker, but he will be able to get helped up by his team. Now FHS is going to keep the pressure onto Willflow as Shrang does get knocked back down again. FHS now losing out on his opportunity to try to keep pressure onto LS Series as Shrang, as Elias does get knocked down and he does get fully eliminated. Shrang, he follows suit. Supreme does get knocked down by Roger. AXL down to only 1 play left. Marquez and Roger are the last 2 play left alive for Willflow and trying to see if they're able to survive as a duo now. Now the Boatmaker being casted, I think, was probably by True Reapers, is gonna put a pressure onto FHS as Clement does get knocked down, and the rest of FHS does get fully eliminated by True Reapers. As we're now down to our last 4 teams: Willflow, True Reapers, E7, and AXL. Dawson does get knocked down. Clutch tries to see if he gets out of zone. Dawson does get helped up. Marquez and Roger, the last 2 players left alive, they get fully eliminated. And now it's down to 9-4. E7 to clutch is up, but I don't think that's happening. True Reapers only needs to kill 1 more player. Which will look like they're going to be able to. 9 down to less than 80 HP. The wall is going to get broken, and 9 is going to get fully eliminated with E7 getting the second booyah for today's semifinals. And they do Group A semifinals, and they do get 2 wins today. So good job for True Reapers. Some joint. Keep, yes. All right, so good job by True Reapers getting 2 booyahs today. Very good by them, and they're looking very good too. If True Reapers keeps this up going to the finals tomorrow, they might be in high contention to getting their first ever CTS Series tournament win. But also, good job by E7 Empire getting second place with 19 kills. Also, True Reapers gets 22 kills. And then Willflow coming in 3rd place with 6 kills. Not much on kills, but they do get a lot of placement points. So good job by them. Alright, check it. Give me a second. Let me just is for them, it's to do V9, it's X. So also listen to duel. So to net then for fourth place we have AXL coming in fourth place with 4 kills. FHS coming in fifth place with 17 kills, and then Waga coming in sixth place with 14 kills. Snaky Red coming in seventh place with only 5 kills. PvP coming in 8th place with 5 kills as well. Then Team Abyss coming in 9th place with 14 kills. Shark Esports coming in 10th place with 5 kills. You know, this was the most amount of kills they had for today. Unfortunately, will not be enough to qualify to the top 7. Then GS Squad coming in 11th place with 7 kills. Ripsuki coming in 12th place, only 1 kill. And 15 Nation coming in 13th place with 6, 9, 12, 15 kills. So what a marvelous Group A. We will show the teams that qualifies. We'll show the team that qualifies to semifinals from Group A after the scores are done for both groups, being Group B and Group A. So good job by them. Very nice job by both teams. So again, chat, the top 7 teams will qualify to this tomorrow's finals. So yeah, we definitely looking forward to seeing them play. Adrian, he's a Dios, so. At Thunder. Come, IDOK is gonna be here. Team Fighter. Alright, so it's good. Okay, so Team Fighter is here. Cool. Okay, so again, what a marvelous Group A. Hey, Balamproof, what PC do you have? I have a MSI 15 then. Let's see if I could type it here. Oh yeah, I do this over. Oh no, I can't even type it here. It's a bundle. So again, good job for the teams, and I'm looking forward to see who qualifies to tomorrow's semifinals from Group A. Now it's going to be a very close game. It could be a very close. I guess for top 7. So yeah. But you can still okay, so that being said, goes here. Okay, so we got teams start joining a little later on. Flow, I believe for that was the overflow flow is Wilflow is Wilflow stay is Q. Hold on, which one even is Fallen Angel's avatar? A, B, C, D, E. Oh, they have E. Okay, I'll keep that noted. Can I join? Unfortunately, Benjamin, you can't join this tournament, but your team can maybe be put in our next Redemption Cup if there is a spot available for you guys. So hopefully, if so, then yeah, you could join. But yeah, but like I said, make sure to DM me, and also make sure to join our Discord server as well if you guys haven't. Yeah, got some friends here. Lion. Oh shit! They actually use the right avatar. That's actually pretty cool. So cool. I think use the right avatar. So everything is coming. V9 is here. Team Fighter is gonna come back. Dio says he's coming in. Unk, our UNK Esports should be coming in shortly as well. So it should be good. So Team Fudge is back, so Team Jerk is over here. So for the teams that's in, to show the team that's in the lobby at the moment, we do have Secret Gang, Lion, V9 Esports, and Team Fighters, but also Team Angelic in here as well. So we are waiting for a few more. We're waiting for the other teams to join in as well. A couple teams did say they're gonna join in. Fish Tigers is now here. Wilflow USA did join back with the wrong avatar, so hopefully they do. Hopefully you're able to change that. So I think Fish Tigers is gonna join back. Yeah, they do. Yep, they did. So cool. So cool on their behalf. 6 A B C D E F G H I J K L. So it's L. Yeah, so it is L. So Team Jellic is back. Okay, so the teams is starting to join in a little slowly. Luffy, thank you for sharing live. Also, guys, on YouTube, please make sure to share the live as well. Again, more teams, the more people that know about this, the more teams that we can have in CTS, and also more ways we can contribute to you guys as well. Just restart the live stream over here. I don't know if we got any. We started the live stream on YouTube. I believe we got a couple more subscribers today. I believe we did. Yeah, we got 2 new subscribers. Let's go. So we got some of the teams going to join us slowly. I figured nobody had this map downloaded. Okay, 18 Snaky is here. PE Sports has a one avatar. PE Sports, their avatar is GG. Vamos a little bit. Okay, cool. So we're gonna see who is going to get the first win for today. Right now we have 10 teams. So our next 4 a.m. is here, so good for them. See how they're gonna do for today. At least do not recall. And what's not here? Can't see here. Try to see here. Alright, yeah, I can put it at you. Okay, I didn't get it. Okay, you're here. Up next here. Okay, so okay, UNK is here, so we need to let them know. Okay, so also so chat. So I'll probably say 2 teams that you definitely want to look out for today, but it's not their logo. Oh, so Thunder. So Thunder. We got submitted the logo. So I was confused. I don't know if you had the black logo that was for Avenex, or it was a 4-man logo. I don't know which one it was, but I'll make sure to change it for tomorrow. Frederick, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Okay, Esports is gonna be here. Esports is change the right logo. Team Fighters is here. Okay, it's here. We just need Adrian and Dominic. So that's Dioses to Gaios, and TDM. Alright, so I believe you can start in 2 minutes. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Let's see how the teams go. Kalahari and Kokomita as well. So we're gonna start on Kalahari. AT Sneaky did change the logo. Cool. Dioses to Gaios. Dioses. Yeah, the avatar is so Secret Gang dominate. Let's see. Alright, so once Dioses come back, then we will start. I did turn Dioses comes back. We start because I did turn to change the avatar. So when they come back, we're gonna start it. So yeah, guys. The teams I was gonna try to say to look out for today for Group B is UNK Esports and Secret Gang. Those 2 teams were doing very good for their qualifiers last week, so you definitely want to make sure that you keep an eye on them for sure. Anyway, so anyway, the teams are here. So unfortunately, TDM did not make it. Hopefully, they at least join in for match 2 and 3. So we have Secret Gang, Lion, V9 Esports, Team Fighters, Fisher Tigers, Real Flow USA, Team Angelic, the main Snaky Esports, P Esports, Avenex 4-men, UNK Esports, and Dioses to Gaios. They will begin their first match for Group B. And we're going to see who was going to get the first booyah for Group B. I had a little brain fart there, so my bad. So we're gonna see how the teams do. So again, chat, like I said, you want to keep an eye out for UNK, and also where they at, and Secret Gang. Those are the two teams that you want to keep an eye out for Group B. Also, chat, again, the top 7 does qualify as well to tomorrow's finals with the top 7 for Group A. So with that being said, this is the first match for Group B of today's semi-finals. Okay, so UNK Esports is going to put pressure onto V9 Esports. Mind you, V9 did lose a gunfight to a Streak. They did lose a gunfight to UNK over the weekend, I believe. So I guess this is UNK's little revenge against them. But Axel, Danger, Daxon is fully eliminated. Vivo trying to see probably put pressure onto Wilson, but Wilson is not gonna hit the flash freeze. He's gonna be the last player left alive. Trying to see take a gunfight against V9. He does have one player locked down. Trying to see if he get another one though. If he can, he will be able to keep his team alive. No, he cannot. And V9 Esports does get the first team wipeout in match 1. So good, strong start for V9 Esports, and a bad start for UNK, especially since we did say, we as in me, especially since we did say that UNK is a team to look out for, but I might have cast a custom. And Dio says to Gaios is your second team to be fully wiped out in this match, right behind UNK Esports by Team Angelic. So, Team Angelic and V9 is off to a very strong start here. Wilflow USA, they have 3 kills already, and it's looking pretty good right now. So, let's see if they're able to keep that momentum, as it now, unfortunately, is going to run into Street Gang. Like I said, Street Gang is another team that you want to look out for. Shy, trying to see, it does get a nice damage onto one of the plays for Wilflow. Having to disengage, it let the rest of his team push up. Focus, trying to see get a knock here, which he will. Omar trying to see if he get some help here. Minko, he's weak, he's gonna get knocked down. Omar does get knocked down as well, and Wilflow USA is now down to only 1 player left alive. So now Wilflow with Danix as the last player left alive for the team tries to see if he is able to keep his team alive and try to buy them back as well. So let's see if he's able to. Now Team Fighters go up against V9. The OG team in the CTS does have 3 players. 4 V9 knocked down and fully eliminated. Rodrigo, the last player left alive, trying to see if he can stay alive against Sam here. He does have a couple good awards to his name, trying to see if he's able to stay, if he's able to get a buyback. And for the next team to be fully eliminated is Wilflow USA by the hands of P Esports. Rodrigo is going to try to get in the macho truck. Can he get away from Team Fighters? No, he cannot. And Team Fighters fully eliminate V9 with V9 fully eliminated. Let's translate this really quick. So, also I did get confirmation that by the way, 2 matches. Also, I did get confirmation that that TDM Dominican will be joining match 3 and 2 for the for the semifinal qualifiers. So now Fisher Tiger is gonna try to put some pressure onto Team Angelic. As now they can work it down. Q is gonna get knocked down. Goat, he's knocked down. Die's knocked down, and QC is the last player left alive for. Fisher Tigers. He needs to keep the distance going as he does run into Lion, and Lion, they smell blood. The hunt is on. They want to find QC to try to get the full elimination here, but QC keeping his distance, trying to keep his distance, trying to hurry up and get to the machine. Does get hit by the A124. Try to see if he's able to at least get one bite back. Goes out in the open, which he should have not done, and Transa is gonna fight him and fully eliminate. Fisher Tigers. And PE Sports does have a few players of their team fully eliminated by the hands of Team Angelic. So Team Angelic is going hard in this match. PE Sports tries to survive, but they can't, as Team Angelic does fully wipe them out. And PE Sports is your next team to be fully eliminated in this match. And they do smell Lion trying to make the hunters to prey now, as Lion does have a play knocked down, but they do get help up. And now Team Angelic is going to start putting pressure onto them. Playboy does get knocked down, but Hayate is going to keep the pressure onto them, but he gets knocked down. Now Darius and Zid are the last two players left alive for Team Angelic. Darius does get knocked down onto one of the plays for Lion, but unfortunately for him, he will not be able to secure that kill, so he will need to back off and reposition for his team. So now Darius and Zit are the last two players left alive, and Team Angelic's momentum does get put to a halt. So now they would need to try to regain the momentum and of course get the players back into the lobby. Avenex, 4 men, down 2 players and no kills in this match right now. They need to try to get some kills added on if they want to make sure that they get closer to the top 6. Trust me, a very good match 1 does set the tone, and it does help you team out a lot. If you're able to get the match 1, if you're able to get a match 1, if you're able to have a good match 1 and able to have a good match 2 as well. But a match 1 is definitely what you would need. Now, Lion is looking pretty good here. 3 kills, 6 alive. It's doing in able to keep the team alive. Also, Lion is still again a relatively new team in the CTS, so they're trying to see if they're able to get things going. And Ajax for Street Gang does find the last player for 18 Snaky, and 18 Snaky is your next team to be fully wiped out, which does leave us with 5 teams left alive. So Street Gang with 12 kills and Team Angelic with 11. The 2 teams that's dominating in this match right now. The other teams that did get fully eliminated would need to have a very good match 2 and 3 if they want to have a chance at getting into top 6. Not top 6, no, top 7. My apologies. Now Team Angelic is going to run into Lion again with Darius getting a nice tag onto one of the plays. Getting that play every week, and he does get a knock onto Luffy. With Luffy getting knocked down, hopefully for Luffy's sake, he does not get fully eliminated. The Scholar does get dropped, the Glue Walls does get broken, and now Team Angelic is not going to go for the push, but Zit does get knocked down. Darius, he gets knocked down. The A124 hits both Hayate and Playboy, which means his skills is not going to work here. Playboy, Hayate trying to get away. Hayate tries to create distance. Playboy does get knocked down. Lion is going to keep the pressure onto them. Hayate does get knocked down. Darius trying to use a launch pad to get away, but unfortunately for him, he cannot, and Team Angelic does get fully wiped out by the hands of Lion. Very strong push. Not a very strong, a very strong defense. Then push by Lion. So now we're down to our last 4 teams: Lion, Street Gang, Avinex, and Team Fighters. Avinex still no kills to the name. They need to work on that, man. You need to try to get some more kills. At least get 4 or 5 to keep your team at least stable. Rudo does get knocked down. Shrieking, keeping that pressure onto Team Fighters, as Team Fighters will now start feeling the pressure from Shrieking, Phobos, and Ajax. Keeping the pressure onto them. Augie trying to hold the spot down. Does win a gunfight and keeps his team alive, but he needs to get a rest quick. The Boatmaker is still in play, but he can't get the res as the Boatmaker fully eliminates Team Fighters, and Street Gang will get the full elimination onto Team Fighters, which does leave us with our last 3 teams left alive. Avinex finally getting 2 kills off of Lion. We're now Lion, Tranza, and Sasori. The last 2 players left alive, but that was only momentarily, as Ender and Luffy both get brought back, but Roxanne and Dosa, Delasi, my apologies, as Delasi and Roxanne is trying to get the pressure onto Lion. Ender does get knocked down. Roxanne does take some damage from Tranza, trying to get the pressure onto them. Sasori does hold the high ground, trying to see if he can get better eyes onto Avinex. He does get a nice shot onto Cyber, but Cyber is going to try to stay alive if he can. The Garou is not going to get fucking down, so the Scholar does not hit. It does not expose Cyber. Very lucky on his behalf. So now Avinex trying to see if he could try to find an angle onto Tranza, Luffy, and Sasori, with a Cyber key to pressure onto Delusa. Tries to stay alive, but he does get knocked down. Roxanne able to knock down Luffy and Tranza, which does leave Sasori. Sasori is the last surviving player. Actually, no. Ender is surviving, but he does get knocked down. Now, Sasori is the last surviving player, but Dosa and Roxanne both get knocked down, leaving Siva as the last player left for Avinex. So now Avinex down to only 1 player left. Sasori does bring back Tranza and Ender, but does keep the team in at least a 3-player team. So they would now need to try to reset, and Avinex is now put in a very bad spot here. Siva does see Ender dropping in. Just need to land a couple more shots here to knock him down, but Ender will be able to stay alive here, but is very weak. Siva trying to get the pressure onto him, but unfortunately could not get a tag with the Dragon Freeze, and he would need to reposition, if anything, if he wants to keep the team alive here. Ender does get spotted again by Siva. Does have that pressure put on him. I don't know what the hell my cat is doing right now, but he does get fully eliminated by Ajax, and Ajax third-party Siva and Lion is not Lion, and Avinex for men is fully eliminated out of this match. So now down to our last 2 teams: Lion and Street Gang. And Tranza is gonna run into a world of hell as Street Gang is nearby, but Tranza would need to try to get away here with the pickup truck. Try to see if he can stay alive here, maybe get his team back into the lobby. If he is able to get to Red Machine, which I don't think he will, unfortunately he will not. And Street Gang does get the first booyah for Group B, and finally getting their first CTS match win. So good job by Street Gang for getting their first match win and getting 20 kills in this match. So Also, Lion does get 2 kills. He do get second place with 10 kills, and Avidex for men does get 6 kills in third place. So now just So for fourth place, we do have Team Fighters coming in fourth place with 5 kills. Then we have Team Angelic coming in fifth place, getting 11 kills. And then, excuse me, the survivor. There you have 18 Snakey coming in sixth place with 0 kills. Then PE Sports coming in 7th place, only 1 kill. Fish Tigers coming in 8th place with also 1 kill. V9 Esports coming in 9th place with 4 kills. Real Flow USA coming in 10th place with 3 kills. Diosis de Gaios coming in 11th place with no kills. And UNK Esports coming in last place with only 1 kill. So a nice, good match by Street Gang. So let me see if they're able to keep that momentum going for their team. So maybe, so hopefully y'all able to match 2. Let's see. So again, very good game by Street Gang. Again, let's see if they're able to get maybe another match win, or if not, maybe get another and also maybe see if they're able to get another another high kill game as well. They do have potential to do so, just that they will need to stay locked in and conclude these next 2 matches on a win. But we have yet to see. Anywho, we do have the teams getting set and ready for this next match. So TDM needs to join in. I'll check a couple of y'all. So we can start in 2 minutes. So Rudo, you said Secret Game was gonna win, and well, look at that, they won. So let's see if they're able to win the next 2 matches though. But I don't know. They might get the second match win, but I don't know if they're gonna get 3 in a row though. I don't know. Let's see though. Let's see. Did join back. Okay, so I think oh, there we go. So okay, so TDM Dominican did finally join back. We're not gonna start. So once Ultima's done. What's up? Okay, man, what's up? How you doing? Gift 1K diamonds, my boy. If you want 1,000 diamonds, you got to work for that. Your team has to work for that. I just don't give giveaways to randoms. Speaking of, we supposed to do a 1K we do a 1K follower giveaway last month, like the week before, not the month before. So hopefully we're able to still get that going though. Hopefully. If so, then yeah. Okay, so just looking forward to it. So now we're gonna get ready for our match 2 for Group B. Thank you guys for being patient, and we're now gonna see who is going to get the second match win. So now we have 13 teams as TDM Dominican was able to join for this one, but unfortunately they will not be getting any points for match 2 for match 1. So if they want to get to top 7, they will need to go hard in match 2 and 3. So let's see. Top 7. So with that being said, we're gonna see who's gonna win this next match. Well, this match should be exactly. So we got a couple of teams that do need to step it up again, especially TDM Dominican, since they did join in the second match and not the first match. Hopefully they are able to get enough points for top 7, but it will not be easy at all. But speaking of, they do engage in a gunfight with Fish Tigers. Trying to see if they're able to win a gunfight here, which they do have one knock. But same thing for Fish Tigers, and they will kick it off striking first blood in this match. Guy is weak though, so he need to be careful. Wilson for UNK, he'll be knocked down. He'll be fully eliminated. The TF does strike 2 kills off the bat. Diosis de Gallos going up against Lion with Diosis having a knock onto the place for Lion, but they have 2 to place knocked down. They're trying with a gunfight here, but it's not going to help them out. But Luffy from the top rope does drop down with a cord, but unfortunately he cannot survive, and he'll be knocked down and fully eliminated. And Diosis will be able to stay alive, and Transit is the last player left alive for Lion Esports. And unfortunately for Lion, they do get fully eliminated by the hands of Diosis, with Diosis making a nice comeback, and Real Flow goes out as well. So Real Flow and Lion are the first 2 teams to be fully eliminated, and Lion is off to a bad start here, based on the fact that they did have a very good match 1, but unfortunately they were the first team to go out in match 2, so that's definitely going to bring them down in the leaderboard. They will need to hope that the teams above them now does not do all that good. Joshua does get knocked down by one of the members for UNK Esports. Augie does get retaliation, and he does get a trade as well. Jerry does get knocked down, and he get a full kill for Macro, with Team Fighters having 7 kills in this match right now. So now Team Fighters, which I believe should come a kill of this. Yes, actually, yes, but Team Angelic is tied up with them with the same amount of kills. So no, they're not a kill of this. They are tied up. Now Team Angelic go up against Street Game. Street Game have 2 players knocked down. Rudo trying to see if he can help up here quickly, but the Scholars is getting thrown out by Playboy, but Playboy and Darius both get knocked down, but they do have Hayate there to help them up. But Zit, we need help out, which he does, as he does get a flank onto Rudo and Ajax, and both of them will be knocked down and fully eliminated, leaving Shy, I believe it's the last player left alive for Street Gang, barely able to get out of that situation, and is able to keep the team alive. And UNK Esports is your next team to be fully eliminated. And UNK had a very good qualifiers last weekend, but it's having a bad semifinals today. I don't know what happened. I don't know why this is not going out for them. It's not working out for them, but they need to get it together. Now 18 Snaky go up against Playboy. Go up against Team Angelic, but Hayate does get a kill onto one of the players. Not Hayate, but Jekko does get one of the kills onto Hayate, and Team Angelic will lose one of their players. Street Gang now has a playback in the lobby, but he still only have 2 players left. TDM with 6 kills, but now 7 kills. And they do get the full elimination onto Team Fighters. Team Fighters does get fully wiped out by a new team in the CTS. So Team Fighters, you got some reconciliation to work on after that. But you do have one more match left after this. Taiwanito barely able to get away from Quissy, but Quissy says, you know what, I'm not gonna chase you down. I'm gonna let you live for now. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make sure my team gets better loot, as we are gonna go for this arsenal here. So very good. So yeah, so good smart play by Quissy there. Now AT Snicky putting pressure onto Team Angelic, with Team Angelic having they're having one of the players knocked down. Rudo tries to get away, but wait now for Dioses does get a knock and kill onto him, with Street Gang down to only 1 player left, again being Shy. Now Shy does have to try to get the team back into the lobby again and try to keep the team in a stable position if he can. So now the team that's left alive, he is doing okay. So now let's see if Avnex could do good here. Go up against V9, and Siva gets put down by Rodrigo like it was nothing, getting knocked down and fully eliminated. And now V9 has 8 kills for their team. Now Rodrigo does keep his team looking good here. Avnex will need to try to get things together, as one of the players is by himself near V9. Now Avnex does get to play back alive, being Siva, but Cyber is only play that's near near V9. Now Dioses go up against Team Angelic here. Dioses needs to try with his gunfight though, but Eric does get knocked down. Wait, now he gets knocked down. Adrian and PXPE, or Pepe, if you want to call him, is the last two. Adrian and Pepe are the last 2 players left alive. So the best thing they could do is just disengage here. They might have to stay apart to keep the team alive, but they're gonna try to get the rest of the team back into the lobby so they can reset and regain for the latest stage of this zone. And speaking of the zone, let's see. Oh, okay. So this zone is going towards the southern eastern side, which means the teams that's on that northern side will need to fight their way in for sure. But let's see if they're able to stay alive here. But a team that's struggling now is Fish Tigers. Go up against AT Sneaky with QC and Q Don. Both of them knocked down. Goat, Ken Fine, and Die are the last 2 players standing for their team. 18 Sneaky is keeping pressure onto them. Q Don does get helped up, so good for him. But QC will not be having the same fate as he will be fully eliminated. 18 Sneaky trying to see if they could try to get the rest here. Trying to see if they get the full elimination onto Fish Tigers, but they do get another knock onto Goat. Now Prime, Goat keeping the pressure onto Fish Tigers, letting Ken finally get helped up. And Prime and Pacheco both get knocked down and fully eliminated, which does leave Equinox as the last player left alive. And mine, thanks for the follow, by the way. So now 18 Sneaky will now need to get the coins together, but Equinox is gonna say, you know what, screw the coins. I'm gonna use the revive beacon or the revival point to try to get the full team fully alive. Hopefully, a team does not come, does not go outside the zone and get the full elimination onto him. But very good job by Fisher Tigers to put the pressure right back onto. I just had a brain fart. My apologies. Put the pressure and a nice defense too by them onto 18 Sneaky. And Equinox will get the revive for his team, but he still needs to get inside the zone. Dioses does have PE Sports nearby. PE Sports is having a little rough time here. Y'all go up against TDM, but TDM is keeping that pressure onto them. TDM does have another player does keep that pressure onto them, is making sure that they give PE Sports a living hell as rain gets rained down upon Kang. Does try to get the revive onto him, but unfortunately he can't. Adrian for Dioses does the party for a moment, but he says, "Whoa, this gunfight is not for me. Let me GTFO and leave this team alone." As he does get away from PE Sports, and now Kang and Denmark will have to disengage and leave Jachicho by himself. And now TDM is gonna keep that chase onto them. Equinox as the last player left alive again for his team, as V9 fully eliminates two players onto 18 Sneaky. And now TDM if you try to get to them right now, has 10 kills and is keeping that pressure onto. Okay, my brain is not bending. It's getting pressure onto PE Sports, but you be careful. Street Gang does have the high ground above them, and they don't want to overextend here. Pity does get knocked down. Dominican and Coon are the last two players left alive, but Coon does get knocked down. Otamas is the last player left alive. The best thing he could probably do is just try to stay alive here, try to keep his team in the game if he can, but he does get caught off guard by Shy. He does get fully eliminated as well, with TDM being fully wiped out. They do get 10 kills, but that placement is gonna hurt them a lot. And right after that, PE Sports and Fisher Tigers gets fully eliminated. Now Street Gang is putting pressure onto Dioses. Rudo does get knocked down. For looks like he might be getting fully eliminated as well here. But I don't think Adrian is gonna go for the full push though. You probably has an idea that Shia is up there, which I think he does now. And Adrian is gonna try to pick up his teammate. Eric is gonna try to pick up his teammate. Adrian tries to see if you can look for the angle onto Shy, but Shy does not overextend. But it looks like I think Adrian says, "My guy, just leave me alone. Go try to get the res on the rest of the team." And Roxanne does get knocked down by Darius, but Cyber is gonna beat it for help up to keep the team alive. And Avenex for men, it does have 5 kills in this match. It's doing so far so good. So far, so good. But let's see if they're able to do some more. If they're able to get some more kills. Angel, what's up? How you doing today? So, Team Angelic with 17 kills. God damn, going hard in this match too. But let's see if they're able to win. If they're able to win this match as well. So for the next zone. So for next zone, it does go towards push towards the northern side. So teams that's on the southern side will have to rotate in. Dioses does get fully eliminated, but they do get top 6, so that's good for them. Those kill points and placement points will help them out a lot here. So now Avenex will get close to the zone, and V9 will also get close to the zone as well. So they will have a more easy rotation. V9 with 15 kills right now. Doing very good. I'm waiting for you to play Five Nights at Freddy's so I get my clip, brother. I might play this weekend. It just depends on how I feel, and also I do need to get some. Get some other stuff done as well. So V9 trying to get that pressure onto Street Gang, but Kevin does get shot from the side by the hands of Siva and Avenex for men. As now V9 is down to only one player left. Cyber, for nice high ground position, does have a chance to put pressure on the teams as rotating, such as Team Angelic, as he do get shut down by Avenex. And Team Angelic would not be getting the win in this match. Rodrigo does get a knock onto Cyber, and but I don't know if he'd be able to get it killed up. Well, actually, I think he will, as Cyber would not be getting helped up by his team. Now, Street Gang is going to start making the rotation. Avenex does get pressured here by Street Gang. One of the players does get knocked down, which I believe is Roxanne. So they will knock down, but they will not be fully eliminated. So now 3 teams left alive. Street Gang, Avenex, and V9. 3 new teams in the CTS, trying to see who is going to get the next win here. Both these teams has got their first CTS match win ever since they has gotten their first CTS match win in Series 6. So let's see if they are able to try to get the second one. Street Gang is going to try to put that pressure onto Avenex, but Avenex is holding their spot, not overextending when they don't need to, and is able to stay alive here. But they need to try to get a better position in this zone. But Siva does get knocked down by Rudo. Roxanne tries to stay alive. He takes too much damage. Siva will not be get helped up. Dulasi will be weak, and Roxanne and Dulasi are the last 2 players left alive. Street Gang does have the 4 team alive here. It's going to try to rotate over towards Avenex and keep the pressure onto them. Rudo does take some damage. Dulisa tries to stay alive, but unfortunately he can't. And Avenex for men will be fully eliminated by Street Gang. So that means we're down to our last two teams. I'm gonna say players. So V9 versus Street Gang. A little deja vu back in that match 2 for the Group D qualifiers. V9 has stopped Street Gang from getting a booyah here, but let's see if they're able to do it again, or if Street Gang could get the revenge against V9. V9 with 16 kills here. Street Gang with 12. V9 is gonna try to hold his spot. Here. Street Gang is gonna try to be the aggressors here. Vivo and Dominito needs to be careful. Rodrigo does get knocked down. Vivo does get knocked onto place for Street Gang, but it will not be a 2-on-4. Tawanito, Vivo, the last 2 players standing for V9, trying to see who could probably get a win here. Tawanito needs to be careful. He cannot get knocked down here. He does get knocked. He does get nice shot onto a shy. Vivo using the M249 to rain down fire, but he gets knocked down. Tawanito, the last player left alive, and Street Gang might be getting the revenge here onto V9. But Tawanito does have a play knock, but unfortunately he cannot secure the kill here. Rudo does take some damage here. Avenex and Street Gang will still have the team fully alive here. Tawanito will still need to drop down. V9 tries to steal the win here. Tawanito tries to see to play the heal off, but I don't think he'll be able to. Street Gang does hold the angle. Shy does fight the angle onto Tawanito, and Street Gang gets a back-to-back. For today's Group B semifinals. And we're about to go to our last and final match in a bit. But Street Gang getting a back-to-back today. So let's see if they're able to get a 3-piece. So good job by Street Gang Esports with 15 kills in this match. But V9 did have 16, but also good job by them to get to 2nd place. Avenex coming in 3rd place this time, which I believe that's again for 2 matches back to back. So good job by them and also to see if they're able to keep that going into match 3. Top 3 with 7 kills. Pretty good. ABC, thanks for the follow as well. Eman, thanks for the follow from you as well too. Appreciate it. And also for people that are subscribing, thank you guys as well. So let me set scores in right quick. So for 4th place, we do have Team Angelic coming in 4th place with that's 10. Wait, no, that's 17 kills. So good job by Team Angelic. Then we have Diosis Ducayos coming in 5th place with 7 kills. Snaky Esports coming in 6th place with only 3 kills. Then Fisher Tigers coming in 7th place with 7 kills. Dang, a whole lot of 7 kills today, man. Then we had PE Sports coming in 8th place with only 5 kills. TD Dominican coming in 9th place with 10 kills. They need to have a 10 plus kill game again in at least a top 3 game to clutch up to top 6. And not top 7, my apologies. Then we had Team Fighters. Subscribe. Dog Hunter Esports. Thanks for subscribing, by the way. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the love and support. Then Team Fighters coming in 10th place with 8 coming in 10th place with 8 kills. UNK Esports coming in 11th place with only 3 kills. Real Flow USA coming in 12th place with only 1 kill. And Lion Esports coming in 13th place with only 1 kill as well. So, very good job by these teams. Trying to see who could get the last and final booyah for today and for Group B as well. We're gonna start in 2 minutes. Oh, actually, no. So, again, chat. Whoever is the top 7 teams for both Group A and Group B will qualify to the finals tomorrow, which means we will have 14 teams battling it out for a $300 prize pool. So yay, some good money for these teams. So let's see if the teams that's doing very good today for Group B can keep it going on today, especially Street Gang, as you do get a back-to-back booyah. So let's see if they're able to get a 3rd one in a row, or will we have another team shut them down and end their 3 booyah streak, or 2 booyah streak, going to go on to the 3rd one. So yeah, so far so good. So far so good. So the teams that really needs to step it up today in this last match. They want to clutch it up. It's Team Fighters, UNK Esports, and Real Flow USA. Those teams is in the struggle right now, but they do have a chance. Bandy, thank you for the thanks for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. So we're now gonna go into our last and final match for today for Group B, and the last match again for today for today's semi-final. Again, whoever is the top 7 team after this last match will qualify to the finals tomorrow. So let's see who could win this match here. Street Gang is on a 2 booyah streak, and they're trying to make it a 3rd one if they can. So this is the last and final match. This is the last and final match for these teams here. Street Gang, Lion Esports, 18 Snaky Esports, Team Fighters, Fisher Tigers, UNK Esports, Team Angelic, Real Flow USA, P Esports, Avenex 4 Men, Diosas Ducayos, V9 Esports, and TD Dominican. Trying to see who is going to get this last and precious final booyah for today. And now P Esports kicking it off with Rain, getting the first knock and first kill on Dulasi off of Avenex Esports, with Avenex being down 1 player already. Adrian for Diosas does get a knock onto Augie for Team Fighters. So Team Fighters will definitely need to step it up in this match if they want to make sure that they qualify to tomorrow's semifinals. Avenex having a rough time here, losing 3 players to P Esports. So now they will be put in a 1-player situation. They don't want to be the first team to be fully wiped out now, especially having a good two first matches. Definitely do not want to lose that momentum. So now, trying to see who is gonna keep this going. UNK Esports trying to see if they can get some more kills here. And Team Fighters is your first team to be fully wiped out in match 3, and that is most likely going to conclude them that they're not going to qualify to tomorrow's finals. Unfortunately, they fought their best, but the best is not enough. And unfortunately for Team Fighters, they would not be qualifying to the finals for Series 6. Rodrigo, V9, trying to put pressure onto Fisher Tigers, with Goat Confan getting knocked down and fully eliminated, with does leave Kudan and QC as the last 2 players left alive. 18 Snaky with three kills in this match is doing so far so good. Real Flow USA going up against UK Esports. Real Flow needs to make something happen if they want to make sure they clutch up to the top 7 spot. This is the last match, but they might have a chance. So 18 Snaky go up against Street Gang, losing 3 other players, and now Equinox being in the position that he's really familiar with for today, being the last player left alive for his team, having to now go buy his team back And Real Flow USA gets fully eliminated, and that's also going to conclude that they're not going to qualify to the finals tomorrow. Team Angelic keeping up pressure onto V9 Esports, but Darius does get knocked down. With no support from his team, V9 will get the kill, and they were able to get the team back on their feet now. AT Snaky does get fully eliminated by Street Gang, with Street Gang getting another team wipe for their team. Team Angelic tries to put the pressure onto V9, but V9 with a nice defense here is able to eliminate 2 players for Team Angelic, but those 2 players does get brought back, being Darius and Hayate, and now they need to try to reset here. Zit does get knocked down. Darius King, Hayate, and Playboy are the last 3 players left alive, and V9 is able to do a very lovely defense, but they're not out of the blue yet, as Lion Esports is deciding that they want a piece of the action. They want a piece of the meat, and now they're gonna start put pressure onto V9. But Sasori does get knocked down, fully eliminated. Endo does find Hayate, does get a full kill on him. Kevin tries to put pressure onto Lion. Same for Rodrigo, with Kevin and Rodrigo getting knocked down, fully eliminated. Vivo trying to see if he could try to retaliate here, but he cannot stop Ender. But Ender does get knocked down, but he does actually no. I was gonna say he's gonna get helped up here, but V9 is able to stay alive here. Kevin fully looks, it's the last play left alive, but he needs to be careful as he does get knocked down by Sasasori and Trezor, and Sasasori will be able to keep the team alive as Ender and Luffy is able to get brought back for their team. Your Commando, what's up, man? How you doing? So, good defense by Lion, and also good job for them to be able to stay alive. TDM. Or Thomas, the last player left alive here. Needs to be careful. They did have a nice 10-kill game last match. And like I said, if they want to clutch top 7, they need to have another top. They need to have a 10 or more kill game, and also get to at least top 3. So V9, 14 kills, 2 plays left alive. They do have Tawanito and Rodrigo as the last 2 plays left alive. They do have enough coins to bring the plays back and reset as well. So DC2 or Dioses de Gallos does have 5 kills in this match, and is trying to see if they're able to get some more as well. Now, as this match progresses, these teams is going to definitely go harder and harder. This zone is going to force them to go. This zone is going to force them to fight for a piece of POI, for a piece of land, a piece of turf, just to make sure that they stay alive in this match. But as of right now, it's going to be hard. You do have a chance. Just that chance is going to be rough. So now, the team that holds the most kills right now is V9 with 14 kills. And unfortunately for TD Dominican, they run into Dios de Gallos, and they get fully eliminated, and they will not unfortunately be qualifying to the finals. But we will be seeing them hopefully in the Redemption Cup for September. And also right after Dioses de Gallos fully eliminates TDM, Street Gang eliminates them. So Street Gang fully eliminates them, and unfortunately for them, they will be fully wiped out, and they might have not gotten enough points to get to top 7. But for their sake, hopefully they did. UNK with 7 kills in this match right now, able to stay alive to top 8, but they will need to keep that momentum going here. UNK is struggling. It was struggling in the first 2 matches, but let's see if they are able to clutch up for top 7. UNK now go up against Street Gang with Angix getting knocked down and fully eliminated. Street Gang cannot push it onto my apologies. UNK keeping that pressure onto Street Gang. Rashai and Phobos, the last 2 players left alive as Rudo and Angix gets fully eliminated. V9 trying to see if you can put pressure onto UNK, as UNK does have pressure put on them, and they have a player knocked down. Daiwanito does use the scout to break down the glue wall, but unfortunately cannot get another knock, which means that UNK will be able to stay alive here. Street Gang does use the launch pad in the distance, trying to see if they're able to third party UNK and V9 as well, as both of them will be gate kept outside the zone, but Fish Tigers is in the distance as well. Axel, Macro, both get knocked down. Wilson, Daxter, the last 2 surviving plays left. Wilson able to get a knock, and he able to get a kill onto QC, and Fish Tigers will lose one of the plays. Daxter trying to stay alive. Daxter and Wilson both get fully eliminated, and Macro and Axel, the last 2 surviving players left alive for their team. Fisher Tigers does get the 2 players brought back, being QC and Kafan, but they would need to get ready for the late stage of this match, as the zone does pull towards the southern side of the zone towards Stone Ridge, which means that they will need means that the teams on that eastern side will need to fight their way in. And is Avix still alive here? Yes, they are. Avix is now taking a gunfight against, which I believe is Team Angelic. I believe so. But PE Sports does have three of their players fully eliminated, and now Chachicho is the last surviving player left for his team. He needs to see if he can maybe clutch it up here, as Team Angelic does eliminate 3 of his plays for his team. Now, playing as a solo is going to be very risky, but he does. I was going to say he does have enough. I'm about to say he probably has enough coins, but he's down to 0 coins. He is broke with a capital B. Trying to see if he can start collecting some more coins to try to get his team back into this match. Team Angelic now putting pressure onto Avnix for men, with Dulasi getting knocked down and fully eliminated. UNK putting pressure onto V9 with Vivo, trying to fight here. Unfortunately, he cannot fight any longer, as UNK does get the full wipe onto V9 Esports, with V9 Esports going out in 8th place. And now UNK will be looking pretty good here for this next zone, as they will be more prepared here for placement wise and position wise. So if UNK is able to get more kills and maybe the Booyah as well, they will probably clutch up to top 7. But it will be a very tough fight though. Now Lion is gonna rotate over towards a Tree Gang. Rudo, not expecting it, does get knocked down. He does get pushed here. Lions putting the pressure onto Street Gang. Street Gang having to now disengage here. Ajax trying to see if he can play with his gunfight here, but fortunately he can't. And Shy is the last player left alive for Street Gang, as Lion fully eliminates 3 players for Street Gang, and now Lion has 11 kills in this match. But Sasasori does get knocked down by Shy. Transit does get knocked down by him as well, as Shy is trying to get some retribution, trying to get some revenge, payback onto Lion. But Lion is able to keep the team together and stay alive as well. Now Shy, it needs to be careful. The last player left, he does not want to ruin his chances of his team getting a 3 Booyah Shriek kill. But he's just trying, I guess he's just trying to put pressure onto Lion. See, now Lion is teaming onto Edge. Shy takes a lot of damage, down to less than 60 HP, but is able to heal up here. Oh, Avnix does get caught off guard by Kang for PE Sports, but PE Sports fully wiping them out. Team Angelic is able to stay alive with 10 kills. UNK with 12 kills right now, and right now they're looking to maybe get this last match Booyah. Fisher Tigers is able to stay alive here with Dai, Kafan, and Q-Don as the last 2 players left alive. And Team Angelic does get Team PE Sports does get fully wiped out in this match, which does leave us with our last 5 teams. And Sacred Gang does get fully wiped out by Lion Esports, and Secret Gang will not be getting a 3 straight Booyah Shriek. So now is anybody's game to get this last and final Booyah for tonight. Team Angelic keeping our pressure onto Lion Esports, but Lion is able to try to get inside the zone. But fortunately for them, they do lose one of the players. UNK trying to see if they could probably keep the pressure on their teams. That's to rotate in. Fish Tigers is able to stay inside the zone. Kudan does get knocked down, but he will be able to have help here from his team. Lion with Ender Sasori trying to see if they're able to rotate in. They do have the largest pad at their disposal. They just need to make a good rotation here. Team Angelic with Zit and Playboy, the last two players left alive. They do see Ender and Sasori rotating in as Ender does get knocked down and he will be fully eliminated, with Sasori being the last player left alive for his team. Wilson and the rest of UNK keeping that pressure onto Fisher Tigers to make sure that they don't have a easy time in the zone. Both teams is inside the zone. They just trying to put pressure onto each other, wasting glue walls and waste their med kits as well. Sasori trying to see if he can maybe survive here. He does get out of the zone, but he needs to get inside the house quickly if he wants to have a chance to stay alive here a little longer. Try to see if he can play the med kit game. The zone is taking for a lot of damage. He needs to go inside the zone now. He needs to get into natural cover quickly to at least stay alive here, which he does. But he now needs to play a little more passive. Down to only 2 glue walls left. Cannot survive as Die shuts him down. And we're now down to our last 3 teams. Fisher Tigers, UNK, and Team Angelic. Fisher Tigers does have 3 players alive for their team, with them looking a little bit more healthy here. Team Angelic trying to see if they could probably flank Fisher Tigers, but Zit does get caught off guard by Goat, as Goat does put pressure on Zit. The walls get broken down. Playboy needs to try to help out Zit if he can, as Fisher Tigers try to get the pressure onto them. Playboy, Zit both get fully eliminated by the hands of Fisher Tigers and UNK. We're now down to our last 2 teams. UNK and Fisher Tigers, the last 2 teams left alive. Wilson, Daxter, Goat, Die, and Q-Don, the last 5 players left alive. Daxter does get knocked down. Wilson tries to win this gunfight here. He needs to try to get knocked if he can. No, he cannot. And Fisher Tigers gets the last and final booyah for today's semifinals and the last semifinals match for Group B. Oh shit. So these 2 guys got no spoil damage. So good job by Fisher Tigers, with coming in first place in this match with 12 kills, and then UNK coming second place with 14 kills. That might have been enough to put them in top 7, but we will have to see though. It's gonna be a very tough decision. Not decision. It's gonna be very tough to see for this match. Then Team Angelic coming in 3rd place with 12 kills as well. So good job by these top 3 teams. We're not gonna have the scores be put in for their teams. So for match 4. So for 4th place we have Lion coming in 4th place with 13 kills in 4th place. So very good by Lion there. Then we have a Secret Gang coming in 5th place with 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 14 with 19 kills this match. Okay, nice, but unfortunately they did not get the window. Then PE Sports coming in 6th place with 5 kills. Then Avenix 4 men coming in 7th place with only 1 kill. Then V9 Esports coming in 8th place with 17 kills. Then Dioses Dugayos coming in 9th place with 7 kills. No, my bad, 6 kills, my apologies. Then DD Dominican coming in 10th place with only 1 kill. Then Snaky Esports coming in 11th place with 4 kills. Real Flow USA coming in 12th place with only 12 kills. Then 12 kills, 1 kill. My apologies, I said 12 kills. Then Team Fighters coming in last place with no kills at all. So that's gonna be it for Group B. As we're now gonna get the scores tallied. We're gonna put the scores in, and we're gonna see which of the top 7 teams qualifies to tomorrow's finals. All right, we second chat. Let me just put the scores in for match 2. So I gotta do match 2 and 3 since my scorekeeper is not here right now. So UNK got 3, Esports got 8, Fisher Tigers got 11, Team Angelic got 24, 18 Snaky get to do 8, Real Flow USA got 1, Dioses did get 13, Sick Gang 27, Team Fighters did get 9, Lion did get to do. Lion came in last place. I believe they did. 1, they did get 1. V9 did get 25. And Avenex did get 15. And then T Dominican did get 12. Then from match 3. Which scores in a bit. Who qualifies again? The top 7 teams from the top 7 teams for Group A and Group B qualifies. So UNK does get 23. PE Sports does get 10. Fish Tigers 24. Team Angelic 20. 18 Snaky 4. Flow USA 1. Dioses to Gaios 8. Secret Gang 25. Team Fighter, I believe, only got no kills. So 0. So 0. Lion did get 20. V9 did get 20 as well. Avenex did get 5. And TD Dominican got 2. Okay, so your top 7 teams from Black Virtual Panel. So your top 7 teams from Group A is True Reapers coming in first place, FHS Esports coming in second, and 50 Nation coming in third. Then we have E7 Empire in 4th place, Wagga in 5th, Real Flow in 6th place, and Team Abyss for 7th place. Those are your top 7 teams from Group A for semifinals. Then a 4G GS Squad, AXL, PvP, AT Snaky, Ripsuki, and Fallen Angels do not qualify, but you will see some of them in the Redemption Cup for September. And then for Group B, the top 7 teams is Street Gang for first place, Team Angelic 2nd place, V9 Esports 3rd place, Lion Esports 4th place, Fisher Tigers in 5th, Avenex 4-man in 6th place, and UNK Esports able to clutch it up to 7th place to qualify And unfortunately, for the teams that do not make it, is PE Sports, Diocese, The Gaios, Team Fighters, 18 Snaky, TDM Dominican, and Real Flow USA. Didn't 18 Snaky Red make it? No, they did not make it. So both 18 Snaky does not make it to not make it. So I'm gonna let you guys look at that for Group D, and then I want to switch back over to Group A. Oh, you can see. So, guess I can do it. Don't do. Top six. Oops. Okay, so that's because I was set. Okay, so cool. So, all right. So, yeah, we can punch chat. So that's it. That's it for the semifinals. As tomorrow we have the finals for Series 6, and mind you, chat, this is the last finals for Phase 2. This is the last finals for Phase 2. So for whichever team that did not qualify to the Series Grand Championship, that's going to the finals tomorrow. If you think you did not qualify yet, you need to make sure that you lock in. Because again, chat, the top 7 teams out of 14 teams that play tomorrow will qualify to the Series Grand Championship. Give me a second, chat. Channel and so yeah, how many games in the final? It'll be 8 games, but it'll be champion rush format. So that means that whoever gets 90 points will activate champion rush. So when team activates champion rush, after they hit 90 points, if they get a win in any of the remaining matches, no matter if they're first, second, or third, they win the whole tournament. We have seen that before with Team Angelic, for example, winning their finals on champion rush. So and mind you, they came in third place or second place, I believe. And they got the champion that they won in champion rush. So yeah, we might have that again for tomorrow though, but you have yet to see, because it's gonna be hectic tomorrow, yo. These teams is gonna go hard. Nobody is gonna let down. So yeah, chat. So make sure you guys go tomorrow to watch the Phase 2 Series 6 finals to see who be crowned our Series 6 champions. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be if me is very late. It's very late for me. I want to make sure I go lay in that bed behind me. This bed behind me that's with a whole bunch of clothes on it. Yeah, that bed is comfy. My back is aching. I want to go lay down and get ready for tomorrow. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a good day and good night. And I will see you guys for tomorrow's Series 6 finals of Phase 2. All right, guys, take care.
Fuck this bitch for 60 days. We fuck so long, my boss turned purple,